Hello everyone and welcome to my channel X7 Scratch Tutorials. My name is Suryansh Kushwaha and today we are going to be learning about Python. I was not uploading for about 2 months because my exams were there. So let's jump straight into the video. So first of all, how to download Python. So take any web browser. I use Google Chrome because I like Google Chrome. We have to type in Python. In the URL bar we have to type in python.org. We have to enter on it and then you will see this. So this is the website of Python. You have to scroll down, completely down, nothing in between, completely down. You have to click on all releases. After that, when you come here, you have to scroll down and then here you can choose any release, but we are going to be using the latest one, which is Python 3.10. we're going to be clicking on it and then we can go down. Then at here you will see this table, and in this table you have to find this, which is Windows Installer 64-bit. You have to click on it. You see I am using Windows 64-bit. You can use anything. This is 32-bit. This is Mac OS. So yes, I've downloaded it. It is already downloaded, so there is no need to download it again. So let's skip on to the programming. So there are multiple compilers for Python. There is Ideally, there is Anaconda, and inside of Anaconda there is a lot. There is Jupyter, there is Spider, but we are going to be using Ideally because it is the most basic and it is also default, so you should first of all get used to this. So Ideally window opens like this. You have to click on full screen. Ideally window looks like this and you can do programming in it now. There are two modes in it. This is currently the interactive mode. This is the interpreter because it compiles the code line by line. Compiler is also there, but we are going to use interpreter right now. So first of all, we need to learn how to write anything in Python. So it is easy, print, and you have to put two of these, you have to put two of these, and then you can write whatever you want to do. Right in there, and when I press enter, as you can see, it has printed exactly what I have written here. And there is another one. Do this, you have to do this, then you have to type whatever you want to type, and then it is going to print that, but there still will be this which looks bad. That's why we always use this print command only. So yes, now we have learned how to print anything in Python. Now we have to learn how to use variables. Variables we might have studied in mathematics. They are like any letter, like we will take x in mathematics, then we give a value to it. For example, I'm giving a value to it 1479. Then click enter. So now the value has been assigned to it. Now when I type in x and then I press enter, it is going to show what is inside of x. Now this variable thing can be used for many things. Variables are very useful in Python. You can use these for calculation. For example, x plus 8943. Here is the result. So you can use it for a lot of things. And you can also put text in the variables, like x is equal to, then you can put the text and you can press x. As you can see, it has printed the text. Also, if you are using the same variable over and over again, its value is going to be overwritten, so always remember that. So these are the main things that you need to know, how to print and how to, there are a lot of things like if, elif, else, etc. But today we are just going to be going through the basics, through the most easy things. So here is we can print. Now Python can also be used as a calculator. For example, 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4, 6. 2 multiplied by 4, 8. 2 minus 4 minus 2. 2 divided by 4, 0.5. So here you can use it for these also, but there are a lot of other things like floor division, percent, remainder, etc. But these are the common ones. I'm going to highlight over them. There is addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. Now we are going to be creating our first ever program inside of Python. So first of all, to start you have to click on file and new file. It is going to open in this mode. Here you can write the code and then you can click, you have to save it, then you have to click on run. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be creating a folder right here and I'm going to be naming it Python py.youtube, and here is the folder. I'm going to be saving all of the programs which I create. So first of all, what the program is going to be doing, we have to write this in a notepad for this notepad, and here we have to write what the program will do. So let's say that the program will type your name 3 times. Okay, so the program will type your name 3 times. Okay, so now we have found out what the program will do. It is going to be typing your name 3 times. Now what you have to do, you have to come here. We are going to be minimizing it, and now we are going to be starting. So now I usually keep 2 windows open. I keep one for programming and one for testing. So I'm going to turn this into I'm going to do this. I'm going to choose this, and I'm going to place my arrow right here. I'm going to make it a bit more smaller. So we are going to be testing all of our code here. We are going to be writing it here. So first of all, we need to check that can Python write text 3 times. So I think it can. Let's say we have text here. Oh wait, let's say we have text here. We click on multiply 3 times. As you can see, it has written text, text, text. So as you can see, the program is going to be typing our name 3 times. So now we need to start writing the code. So first of all, we need a variable which is going to store the name. So the variable is going to be called name. Now we are going to be testing the variable work. Yes, it works with variables. So now we know that. I'm going to click here, is equal to. Now what type is text? Text is a string which is in Python written as str, but there is no need to write it because it works normally as well. But we're going to test it one time just in case. Name equal to, I'm just going to quickly test it. Okay, so now let's see. Name multiplied by 3. Yes, it works. So now we are going to be clicking right here, and then we are going to be writing previous code, which is going to be double these. In the first one, we are going to be typing input. You use input like this when you have to take the data from the user. Input is very useful when creating programs. Now we are going to be typing here your name, and then we are going to be putting a colon right here and a space bar so it just looks beautiful, and we are going to be putting these here so it takes it as a string instead of showing an error. Now we are going to be pressing enter. As you can see, this is a compiler. It's going to take our code instead of instantly giving the output. Now we have to need a system to print the name 3 times. So as we know the system. After this, what it is going to do, it is going to name multiplied by 3. Now we are going to be saving it. We are going to be saving it right where we made the file. We are going to be naming it. First of all, now we are going to be naming it name into 3. Name into 3. Name multiplied by 3, because now we are going to press run and module. Okay, now it's the time to test. My name is Suryansh Kushwaha. I'm going to be pressing enter. It did not work. Let's see what the error we are going to be doing here. I know, I figured out the error. I have figured out the error. So we have to do this also. Sorry, I forgot this. As you can see, it worked. So here we have created our first ever program. Now you can experiment with this as much as you like. You can even do this 1,000 times, 1,000,000,000 times, 1,000,000 times, as many times as you want. But don't do it too much, because one time I did it too much and like it crashed my IDLE. I had to use my task manager to stop it. So here it is done. So I think that is it for today. So let's revise what we did today. I'm going to bring the notepad over here. So first of all, we learned how to download Python, learned how to type, how to display text in Python, and we learned how to use Python as a calculator, and we also created our first ever program. So this is what we did today. We learned how to display text, then we learned about variables, learned about variables. So we also learned about variables. So that's all we did today. Let's see one more time. We learned how to display text, we learned about variables, we learned how to use it as a calculator, we learned, and then we created our first ever program. So that's what we did today. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, share and like my video, and also I have a person to shout out today, who is going to be the lucky winner getting shout out today. And the lucky winner is Illusion Gaming. He is my brother and he is going to create content later. He's currently on 17 subscribers. Get him more subscribers. So yes, shout out to Illusion Gaming. and bye.